The Where's My 40 Acres podcast is recorded in front of a ratchet studio audience.
Wow. Why are you just standing there? Run!
Isaac done killed Christine because she was having relations with Miss Lydia.
Yo, damn.
Killed my wife. When Nitty told me the poison didn't work, I did what I had to do.
Get off.
I hate slavery.
You think like my ass. I thought that simple slave was really simple.
And I told you that fool was shifty. You see, you mind your business, you get free.
Let's go ahead and jump forward to the finale episode, which was a longer episode than the rest of them. I think it was like 47 minutes.
It didn't feel longer.
It didn't, because they did so much. They crammed so much into a 47-minute episode. They do a lot in 27 minutes. So for them to add another 20 minutes and it still feel like a 27-minute episode, that's just good fucking writing. So this episode was very interesting. I like the way they did this. They started each person, so they focused on the three protagonists, Molly, Issa, and Lawrence, and they started each of their stories, because it was like 3 parts. They started each was 3 parts. It was 3 points of view. Better put 3 points of view. And they started each one of their points of view from the same point, which was this marathon that Kelly was participating in, and that Lawrence and the people from his job were participating in. And they started with Lawrence, and he kind of jumped forward and showed where he was at with Aparna and kind of how that relationship ends up crumbling.
Yes. What Lawrence does best.
His insecure, like this was
insecure.
This was definitely the episode that focused a lot on his insecurity, and he kind of got a chance to revel in his own light to see exactly why he's been experiencing so much bad shit and how he's been fucking up constantly with women and in general with himself and with making decisions. Like, he really is a whiny bitch. Like, my God, man.
My God.
The only thing with Lawrence is Lawrence had that same spot on the ceiling.
Yeah.
We just didn't see it. That's all it was.
Well, he had no furniture, so that was his spot.
He still had that baggage that he had not dealt with at all.
Right. And listening to people that he don't need to listen to. So this is where Chad gets some points deducted. Cause you can't listen to everything Chad tell you, bruh. Like, you just can't, okay? Chad told him that you can't have no chick at your job kikiing it up with another coworker.
Dude, I was like, you know what's funny? I was like, I totally expected Chad to say that.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because I know every dude would say that shit. Because he was fucked up from the beginning, because she was like, oh, we fucked. And then she was like, oh, you know, he's just a funny dude. And then every time he's looking around, he's looking at the two of them like, what y'all doing? Y'all still fucking? I'm like, damn, Lawrence, it ain't that serious.
Bro, she fucking you. She in your car. She coming in your spot. You cooking for her.
Looking good as fucking that damn skirt.
I don't get it. Like, I just don't get why dudes do this. If you fucking her and she with you, why do you, you know what, even if she is fucking somebody else, right? If she is, nigga, didn't you just get out of a relationship?
Yes.
Like, y'all tight like that already?
It's weird though, because like, I don't expect a person I date to have not fucked anybody else.
Dude, but Twan, they can't fuck nobody else you work with. See, that's where you draw the line.
That's the key. He has to see the person. He knows, you know, exactly, and has, just like Brandon, has to work with them. That's what kills him. But
she flat out said she think that she would not fuck with him again. Like, she introduced him as a mistake. Just because he funny, nigga. Okay, nigga, you ain't funny. Be funnier.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, When it was in the day, when they was in that car and she was laughing on the phone, he brought it up. Oh.
Yeah, like that shows how insecure and the stuff he hadn't got over with Issa, because like she just laughed and he automatically assumed, oh, that nigga's so funny. And it's like, well, God, like she can't laugh or anything else. She's just on her phone laughing. Like she could have watched it for the cat video. She could have been going through Facebook and saw something. Like she was like, that's literally like, I'm laughing at like her niece.
Uh-huh.
Yo, like she put something on her head and said it was a crown or some shit. Yo, I know they're just dating now. Like I know they're just dating because as soon as he showed any sign of insecurity, like jealousy, Aparna was like, "Nope, I'm done."
She's like,
she even talked about
get out the car, and I was like, "Yes, bitch, no."
But she was like, she said, "I've been through this before.
Not going through it with you."
And he was talking about it, and then when that phone rang at that right time and said Issa, she like, you need to deal with that. Like you deal with that, you can come back. We can maybe work this out. But I'm not talking to you till you deal with that.
Yeah.
And that's what people really need to. And that's funny because I was talking to somebody at work today about that. Like, people, they jump into these relationships and they just broke up with somebody, and especially if it was something that was that meaningful where you still have unresolved feelings, you need to work that shit out before you even entertain anybody else. It just does not make any sense for you to just assume like, oh, me looking at another bitch and dealing with another girl is going to just, make all these feelings that I have my now ex just magically disappear. It does not work like that at all. All you do is at some point in time, you're going to, do something because you think she's doing the same thing that the ex did or whatever, and it's just going to cause confusion.
Yep. He couldn't see none of the good. All that good he had in his face. All that good.
Right. She didn't deserve that.
He threw it away over a fucking text.
It was so much good. It was just so much good.
Over
she didn't deserve
text,
that.
Bro.
Wait, didn't Chad call that girl like Jasmine from Aladdin or something like that?
Which is funny because her real name in real life is Jasmine.
Really?
Yeah. But also in that same sequence where Chad is telling him she can't be laughing it up with the nigga at work, that story that Derek told about dude who was kikiing it up too hard with Tiffany, he ain't go see nobody. Derek ain't go see nobody. Why Derek lying? No, I don't know what the dude's name was, but Todd don't come around no more. Todd fired. Todd gone. I had a conversation with Todd. No, you didn't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. I was like, oh, no, you didn't.
Do that shit. Oh, brushing your head to the side ass nigga. No, you didn't.
You did not do that. You're like, let's not lie right now.
So that was pretty much the end of Lawrence's story. It just wasn't working out. He caught a glimpse of Issa and Molly at the track, and it was funny because you didn't know if that was him just seeing them like a mirage until we go to Molly's story. Well, no, I think we don't actually see it till we go to Issa's story, but we go to
it's Molly.
It's Molly's. So they go to Molly's, and Molly is still hanging out. Molly's carrying on 2 relationships at this point. She's still going to see her therapist, and she realizes that her checklist is a flawed system for trying to conduct her life. So she's working on it. And I think she threw the baby out with the bathwater coming to this conclusion because now she's 100% vested in Dro. Like, she had Quentin, and Quentin is very subtly trying to make moves. Quentin is a lawyer. Quentin has been encouraging her. Quentin has been, supporting her. He's been there for her. Found her some new snacks. And she ends up giving Quentin a pity fuck.
I didn't like that. That just... I did not like that at all. Like she was like consistently friend-zoning his ass like left and right. And as soon as they start sipping on nigga Henny, she gives him some pussy.
Well, she's like, he's a good dude. I want to keep him around because he's good. You know why? Because Quentin treats you the way you wish Dro would treat you. Like you're the one he wants. All the time. So the combination of the two, she can get the dick and the looks and shit from Dro. And she can get the admiration and, you know, just like almost love kind of from Quentin. And there was a scene in this episode where she is on the phone, and I don't know if she's talking to Issa. I can't remember who she was talking to, but there is a nigga in there taking a shower, and you don't actually see who it is. And I knew it was Dro. Like, this was after they showed her fucking Quentin, and then like a couple scenes later, you see that she's just chilling in bed and there's some nigga in the shower. And I was like, that's fucking Dro. She done fucked Quentin and went back to Dro. Well, she ain't go back to him. He came back over her crib. I think she gave this nigga a key.
Because you know when she was at the I think, where was she? Oh, when they were doing the case, her and Quentin were working like doing the case. You know, he texted her and said, you know, oh, you know, I miss you.
Oh, Molly. She gave Dro a key, yo. She gave Dro a key.
She is 3,000% vested in this. And like this is my relationship.
Shout out to whoever took the liquor bottles and turned them into soap dispensers. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
That shit was dope. But yeah, she's lost as fuck.
Because remember, the therapist even told her, like, because you remember she brought up Quentin, and she just kind of told her, you know, give him a chance, and you know, just let things happen naturally.
She said, give him a chance, not his dick a chance.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was her speeding it up. That was her still doing Molly, trying to have some type of control over it. So just seeing, you know, where it goes.
Oh Lord. Yeah, so she's all drove up into next season, it seems. That's where she's at. She's gonna continue with this the weekend shit. Begging for Tuesday and Wednesday. Poor Molly. Now there was some like Molly's kind of mainly got called trash. Molly got called some things online. I don't agree that she's trash or anything like that. I don't know really where that came from. I just think she's being simple. Like, I don't think she's trash for fucking Quentin and then going back to Dro, because her and Quentin aren't in a relationship either. Like, we gotta remember these people are dating.
Molly's single as fuck.
Yeah,
so
she can fuck whoever she wants.
She can bounce on whatever dick she wants to, you know, but we just know, yeah, Molly's definitely not trash. She's just, you know.
She's simple.
She
is. She's being real simple right now.
She's sprung too.
Sure.
So
she's sprung, sprang, simple. She can be all of them.
All
into the fall.
Yeah, but she's definitely not trash. And then the irony of half of them hoes saying that when they bounce from dick to dick all the time.
Yeah, I just don't think you trash for fucking a dude that likes you that you kind of like. Like, I don't think that makes you trash. I just think that makes you fucking.
Right. It would be trash. Like, for example, like if he was married and you knew it and you didn't care. But even then, it's like I'm still kind of.
Or if she was like taking money from him and trips and shit. But that's not what happened. Like, they was working together. They drank. They ended up fucking. Like,
they clearly like, you know, got good chemistry.
And honestly, Quentin need to be doing his homework too, bruh. Like, you need to be paying attention to the fact that she not giving you that, she not reciprocating that same attention that you giving her. Okay, like, there's a reason for that. Like, the assumption should be from any dude that there must be another dick in the room.
But that's why I think he wasn't pressed. He was like, it was there if it was there. But I think that's why he was surprised when she made that move in the thing.
Right.
Because he was like, I like you. You know what I mean? And I think I done put some feelers out there, but I haven't really got it back. So, you know, I'm cool with us being friends, if that's what it need be. And then when she took the extra step, he was like, oh, okay.
That's what we doing? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So we'll see what happens with her next season.
She had a little, she had a little powwow with Issa and Kelly afterwards, and then she said she likes him a little bit, but she still wasn't really, enthusiastic like how Dro would be pretty much.
I wonder if Tiffany and Kelly know she fucking Dro, if it's just Issa right now. I don't think they know.
Yeah, I don't think they know.
Kelly would have told everybody. I don't think they know though.
Yeah, it was.
And Tiffany would have told too, because Tiffany like gossip like white women.
And so does Derek, because that's where it would go.
Well, he probably
Tiffany would tell Derek.
Well, Derek wouldn't know because he had a hotel with Issa brother. So. So we go back and we start the race over again, and we see what Issa's been doing. And Issa has been trying to get her life together because she can't stay in her apartment no more. She's made plans to go stay with her brother. And she lucky she didn't lose her motherfucking job because they started tutoring the brown kids separately from the other kids in the program at the center where she works, which for some reason could result in I guess it would show favoritism. And that could result in You Got Us being a lawsuit being filed against them.
No,
discrimination.
It would be somebody like, why are you having this extra thing? And then that it's because it's separated. She was just like, the optics of it
look terrible.
And again, people in my field do that all the time. You can get in trouble. Your heart's in the right place. But when you make a decision, you don't run it past anybody. You don't get, that feedback and be like, hey, does this look like this? Why couldn't they just come into school?
Right.
Like, why didn't you just let me know? We could have did this there, but now it sounds like you're having segregated things, and then that seems weird.
It's it's interesting. So she almost basically gets fired, and at the same time, Frida gets promoted.
Yes, new director of student outreach.
Which again, I don't think any of them make any money at this program anyway. But
no,
all of the other people,
money in the program.
Who was the one that was really mad? The gay white dude that got up and stormed out.
Dude,
he's very upset.
Ken. His name is Ken.
Is that Ken? Ken was very upset. Ken thought it should be him.
No, Ken didn't think it should be. He knew it should have been him.
Yeah, he did. He did. Ken knew it should have been him. Even though he don't like little black and brown kids either. But it was interesting because Frida, Issa and her, I think, are still on rocky territory. And I think Frida kind of thought Issa deserved that job or was gunning for the same job as well. I do think it's funny that two white women run a program that reaches out to kids of color. I do find that weird. And you can go read Frida's bio on the website.
That's common as shit.
I know it is. I know. And yet, yeah. So,
hey man, you get that promotion when you call out racism. Issa didn't want to do it.
Issa should have called him. She should have. If it was weird, right? Because Frida got promoted, even though Frida was involved with the tutoring that Issa almost got fired for. So they made that call together.
But Issa did step up when she came in and asked what's going on. Issa did come in there like, yeah, this is what happened. This is my idea. And I remember when she first started talking, I was like, well, that's kind of presumptuous. Like you didn't even say Frida was the one that told you about the dude being racist. And she's like, yeah, that was all me. And then you take the backlash when it's all you.
I guess I still would have been looking at Frida like, but you went with this? And I'm about to promote you to director? Even though you a follower? Gotta see the forest for the trees. Don't just focus on the stump. So yeah, she lucky she didn't get fired, but she back on probation again. I feel like she started season 1 on probation, slowly got off, and now she back again. That's what happens when you don't paint the spot. We need more of her brother next season, because her and her brother's interactions are insanity. I don't know what their respect level is for each other. I don't even know if they like each other. They argue constantly, and they really do. Like, he definitely be treating her like shit, and she be acting like a brat with him, throwing tantrums and shit. I can imagine what it was like being in the house with them growing up. She don't know what's going on, and he running things. Well, she got to sleep on the couch at his house now. She in Lawrence's position. You gotta get your game on the come up. Gotta get your game on the come up. He went to these niggas was having a yard sale, and he was like, "Sell everything. I don't care how much you sell it for. Just sell it, because you ain't bringing that shit back to my house."
He was rough. I mean, oh Lord. Oh, and then was it the Crip or the? He was there too.
He always there.
He wanted to buy her Brock pot.
He wanted to buy her what?
Remember, he doesn't say the C, so a Brock pot, not a crock pot.
Yo, how much you want for this Brock pot?
Because he said he called his he said he wanted to make his daughter's favorite soup. And it was supposed to be, I guess, cauliflower soup, whatever. I didn't even know you could make a soup, but he was calling it barley flour.
Yeah. So she is slowly trying to clean out everything, and they went back to the races, and you get to see that they're there to support Kelly. And I don't remember if she saw Lawrence. I know Molly saw Lawrence, I think, but I can't remember if she saw him.
Yeah, she saw him because she saw her.
Oh, that's right, because he picked up Aparna and kissed her. Yep, you're right. Yeah. So he they were crowding around Kelly because they were like, "Where's Kelly? She's so fast, she passed us. We didn't even know." Kelly period came on, and she said it just turned into the flood, like the Red Sea of Moses. They had this girl wrapped up like a motherfucking Chipotle burrito.
Yes, they did.
And to take notice, and we've said this before, but I just want to point this out again. Kelly has lost a ridiculous amount of weight since the first season, bro. Like, my God.
She really has.
Jesus.
She looks really good.
She's running for real. Have y'all seen them calf muscles for real? Like, she running for real. She out here working for real. That's amazing. Writing and running. She's a beast. She's trying to get her own show.
But Tiffany was there, and she was of course rubbing her stomach.
Tiffany has her new baby. Molly is looking for her new job or got her little promotion that she didn't get. And Kelly's losing weight. And Issa's got she ain't got nothing. It's nice of her to try to act like Issa got something, but Issa ain't got nothing.
She said, "I'm moving."
Yes.
Oh,
so she sent Laura. She couldn't get rid of the couch. The couch is still sentimental, despite they've spilt a mini of shit on that couch. There's been fucking on that couch. Like, that couch can go. It really can't go. But she know Lawrence ain't got no furniture because she know him. He's still eating at a fold-out table. So she told him if he want to, he can get that couch. Still can't believe this nigga went to Lowe's before he went to Value City Furniture. Like, I don't know why you would go get a fold-out picnic table, bring it up at the crib. You got this nigga eating on the card table by himself. No 21, no blackjack, nigga, no talk. You just eating a dinner. Okay.
Wow.
You just eating a dinner. And do you fold it up and put it away when you're done? Do you have walking space in the kitchen? Like, what do you do at the table? You just leave it up.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
You leave it up like poker night happened. You leave it up like y'all niggas are doing a draft tomorrow night.
Oh Lord.
But no.
So when Issa calls Lawrence, because she said she's moving and she wanted him to have the couch. That was the same. Was that the same time that Lawrence and that girl was fighting?
Maybe. I thought she texted him. She might have called him, but I thought she was like, I'll be here I won't be there between this time and this time, so you can pick it up then. You don't even have to see me.
Yeah, she called him, left a voicemail, I thought.
Okay. That might have been what happened. That probably was when they was fighting. So he had just broke up with her that day. And so Issa, she moves all her shit out. And she comes back after the time range that she gave Lawrence. Because he goes to the door, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of us thought that she was going to be there, but they cut to her. Well, I bet if he pulled up to the house, he walked in, and then she pulled up, she walked in. So I bet a bunch of us thought that this was happening within the same time period. But it wasn't. It was supposed to be hours later. And he kind of just stayed there and waited for her to come back. Because it's just some unresolved shit. And sometimes you really can't move forward.
Yeah.
If you don't get all of that out. So they had a more grounded conversation. And
did we say
what up?
Her brother dropped her off?
He did drop her off, yeah.
Yeah, but remember he said he had the ground rules. No dudes unless he's also sleeping with him.
Yes.
And he said Kelly gotta wear a muzzle if she comes over.
Yes.
And no shoes indoors.
Yeah, ass, yo. He joking on Kelly. She not even there.
Unless he's sleeping with him.
She can't even defend herself.
God.
So she walks into the apartment and she sees Lawrence is still there. And he asks her what happened. He points to the spot, and that's the spot on both of their hearts in their relationship. That's that hole that both of them was trying to fill and cover up. And they talk.
It was such a refreshing talk too.
It was. Like, she apologized for.
He finally apologized.
He apologized for a lot of stuff. Like, he apologized for, just kind of leaning on her too hard. And he explained that he has this issue and, he needs to work on where when he's not living up to the standards that he set for himself, he kind of just shuts down.
Everybody took responsibility for their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In that comment, it was so refreshing. Like, that's why when I finished watching this episode, I was like, this is probably one of the best season finales I've seen in a long time. Because everything was resolved, but you felt happy watching them talk because you were like, finally. And then it was such a good talk. You were like, man, both of y'all are just in a good place now. Maybe go and do some new shit in your life.
They're at bottom. They're both at rock bottom, and there's nowhere to go up now. Finally, So that's they're in better places. I don't know if they're in a good place. They're both still miserable.
Oh, when they're in a relationship, they're in great places. You got to take responsibility for your shit.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for your shit. Like, the sun's a little brighter when you go outside.
It's like a weight. Like,
it's definitely a weight, but they both still look miserable as fuck.
Really happened. You said what?
I said they both still look miserable as fuck because they lost something between each other.
They still haven't had this conversation. So other things are always going to happen in your life, but as far as for moving forward between them two, that still had to happen regardless. So this talk needed to happen. The cry needed to happen.
They both told each other they still love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because like those feelings don't just go away. They were both just honest. Mm-hmm. This is how I feel. This is what I'm going on. I'm sorry for my shit. I'm sorry for that shit that I made. And she was like, I'm sorry for the shit I made. And they just left it at that. They didn't try to solve any other problem. They didn't try to say, like, where do we go from here? It was just like, I'm sorry, and we both need this right now. And I think now they'll be like, whatever happens, happens now.
I just like their
But
apologies because both of their apologies just confirm the fact that we were right season 1 and all you Twitter niggas was wrong. The shit that Issa apologized for, we were right. The shit that Lawrence apologized for, we was right. Issa like that whole, well, he ain't living up to being a man, so he gonna step out what she's supposed to do. She took responsibility for that. She didn't have to do that shit. And that wasn't fully about him. She admitted that too. She was just as lost in what she was doing as he was. It just wasn't what they thought it was. The relationship did not go the direction that they thought it would go. And it fell apart. I mean,
that's life. Sometimes
it fell the fuck apart.
Are in relationships that they don't last forever. You just gotta do like what happened right here. Have even if it's that emotional where you cry, but you have your realization, you say your sorries, and all you can do is move forward and learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose of it. So
now,
I'm happy this happened.
Now, the fuck, that whole glimpse into a possible future. Nobody believed that shit, right? Okay. Him proposing to her. I didn't believe none of that shit was happening.
Those are all. That was just to me. That was the. If things went right, maybe this could have happened, which you naturally have, but it's not enough for you to be like, this is what I'm gonna still stay to have this. Try to work to get there.
Yeah, it was like you're watching it and you're seeing, I guess, what they could have been. Now, what I didn't understand was why the hell they was bringing that baby back to that apartment with that couch. I was like, why is this nigga still in this apartment having a baby and stuff? They ain't moved up at all. I guess because she back with Lauren, she can afford to hire rent, so she gonna stay in the same apartment.
Oh, good God.
Bring that poor baby back to that damn apartment. I like all the gentrification that was going on while she was leaving too. All the white dudes going to the pool and shit. Mind you, the pool is open now. That pool ain't been working the whole time this show been running. White people move in, the pool work.
It was working when Lawrence walked up there too.
Mm-hmm. First thing they did was get the pool fixed. White people.
What do they call it? Inglewood? They call it Iwood or whatever the fuck.
People kept calling that shit Iwood. That white woman that walked up to her. I would.
Man,
Frida called it I would.
Gentrification is real.
Oh my God.
And it's cool that a lot of black shows have dealt with it just in their background. Like it's not been a main like plot point of the shows, but it's just like it's happening in the background.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Put a Whole Foods.
Oh, let's not forget, after the daydream of the what if this did really work, where we might go scenario, and then, real life, he says bye, he leaves, and, she was there, in the moment, and then her phone goes off, and it was her brother telling us that she ain't got no more damn time.
You mean when she had the whole fantasy and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, that brother is too much.
Yo, that nigga's hilarious.
I was so happy that it didn't, because I remember I was sitting there watching my girl, and they started showing that fantasy, and then when they went back to her, I was so happy about that, because we were sitting there watching it, and we were like, yeah, this got to be a dream, because this wouldn't fit any rules of the universe that they have made for this show.
Also, that marriage is doomed for failure.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but
why not?
You said what?
That marriage has been doomed for failure. That random proposal and acceptance of a marriage. No.
Right.
No. They ain't fixed shit. They just starting. They had to start a lot.
They still got a lot of issues.
Yeah. They got self work to do. Don't jump straight into a engagement. Okay. He can't buy furniture, but he can buy a ring. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a step forward to me.
Oh Lord.
Also, I hate watching movies where niggas be having their homeboys like pick up some expensive shit for them and do work around the house for them, and they don't be helping at all. They be directing them. Like, nigga, that's your 70-inch television. Why aren't you holding it? Thomas, y'all better not drop this. Nigga, you better not drop it. It's your television. The fuck? Damn you, Lawrence.
So funny.
So I mean, that was the season finale. My only prediction, and it's not really a prediction, it was more just kind of like wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jay Ellis coming back to the show? Because I feel like they done with his character.
Really?
I don't feel like they need Lawrence on the show anymore.
You don't want to see his growth?
I don't think the show is about him anymore. Like, he was a part of Issa's life, and the show was mostly about her and Molly.
I don't know. I think there's still a place for him.
I mean, it still can be. How can we work? Because you know how a lot of people be like, well, we're going to try to be like actual friends.
Yeah, they could do that.
And have that type of relationship. But we know that doesn't happen well with everybody, especially exes.
I just don't. And see,
I mean, it ain't no. We can't rule out them just getting back together.
And that's the only way he's staying on the show. That's why I'm saying if they don't go to angle of he and her try to build a friendship that might possibly turn back into a relationship. If they don't go that angle, right, what is his connection with all the other characters that are on this show? Like, where do you build his plot? Where do you build his story at this point if he has no affiliation with Issa or Molly or anyone else anymore? You would have to write him a whole separate story.
You can have that male counterpart to all the stuff they're doing.
You mean like he would be doing his own shit separately from all the other.
I mean, but like kind of like it was this season. He was still doing his own shit. You know, while they were both kind of attacking the same themes.
Right, but he was still latched on to her. Like, that was really the driving force for writing for his character. That was most of his plot, was he wasn't over her.
That was most of her plot. She wasn't over him.
True, but all of the friend characters and stuff on the show are hers. Like, when you write the story plot to move forward with anybody else, he just isn't friends with anybody besides Derek. His associations outside, they could keep writing the story for him, but there would just, if they don't, like, even the 2 points that y'all presented were both relative to him still having some relationship with her to build that plot around. If he doesn't, what type of plot do you build for him then? That still sticks within the show.
Like, I wouldn't mind them showing, like, just how they showed the 3 other guys, like when they were at the end, you know, when they were putting his TV up, just showing that counterpoint between different things. I don't think they're going to be away from each other. I don't think they're going to still, because that circle is still tight. I think the only reason they didn't really interact with Lawrence like that is because with all the shit going on, they were like, you know, that's our girl. Gonna go on her side. Molly, you know, Molly and Issa got their own thing. They extremely close. Just like, you know, Kelly and the other girl. What's the other girl name? I can't always forget her damn name. Tiffany. Yeah, because like I think Lawrence is closer with Tiffany and them because he's close with home dudes. You know,
he's close with Derek.
With the dude. Yeah, which makes him to me and head closer to Tiffany too. If you're close with the dude, you know you're close with his wife. So I could see them having a kind of. I don't see them just throwing. I don't see it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do what you say, like, and his character doesn't come back. But I can see you making it where they can all exist, and you have this group of people that are just existing in this dating scene in LA, showing both sides of that thing and going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they leave themselves open though. They could go either way.
No, yeah, it's wide open right now. It's just, to me, it's just like, and I don't want to see his character go. I like his character, right? Even though he's been a trash nigga this whole season. I like the writing that his character has allowed them to do this season and the pictures they've allowed to paint with this character. But I also feel like this is a great spot to end his character too. Like it kind of puts him on a high note. Now, if they carry it forward, they carry it forward. If they bring Lawrence back, Tasha need to come back. They need to bring Tasha back. Can't just get rid of Tasha like that. So.
Yeah, they kind of just, yeah. I would like to see Tasha back.
Her plot ended. Her plot was based on his plot. It ended. She gone.
And I still would like, I don't know, maybe like a run-in. Because, you know, those things happen too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to see what is up with her. Because he still got to go to the bank.
Man, there's a bunch of them banks. He ain't got to go. He ain't going to Tasha Bank, I tell you that. She making him wait all day in line.
Maybe she got transferred.
To his new bank?
He might go to a different branch. Just not that bank. He might go to a different location and then to avoid her. And then, oh, look, I'm working at this one now.
What kind of transfer stalker shit is that?
It had nothing to do with her stalking him. She could move, and this branch might be closer.
I guess they could.
I mean, that's not far-fetched.
Mm-hmm. I think she gone though. I think the last thing we'll see is Dominique doing Bodak in that Instagram video. Doing the high kick. Where the hell were they when she did that? You got to be on Instagram and following her account to see what I'm talking about, y'all. But yeah, that's it. So that's it. That's Insecure season 2, and we got 2 full seasons of this show. I don't know how this show didn't win any Emmy awards, but okay, it is what it is. And I'm sure there's some rules or regulations that didn't fall within between or whatever the fuck somebody will say. I don't care. This show is one of the best written shows on television. Best written for black women shows on television. Niggas be mad she wasn't writing it for y'all. White folk be mad she ain't writing it for y'all either. And other than that, we'll holler at y'all and y'all's fucking shenanigans of acting like these characters are y'all next season. This is the most polarizing, self-damaging show ever on television. That's
how you know you hit close to home in your writing skills.
God damn. People that literally think these is them. Like they watching home movies and shit when they watch Insecure.
There's been a relationship that ended. There's been hard conversations.
Mm-hmm.
There's been niggas that had to watch it with their girl who didn't want to watch it with their girl.
Like Chad watching.
There's been girls that made their niggas watch it just to see their response to some shit.
Did any of y'all go watch Due North on the website?
Yeah. Well, they played at the end of the episode.
I didn't see it. See, everybody keeps saying that, but I DVR'd the episode and it wasn't playing.
Yeah. They played the whole thing.
They played the whole thing because I was sitting there watching the thing.
That thing is so foolish. Oh my god!
And I was so happy. I was like, yes. But I was like, when they first showed in the first episode, I was like, I need them to show this whole thing. I need to see everything. And they played it right after the season finale, and I was so fucking happy.
See, my DVR didn't pick none of that up. I didn't get none of that shit because I watched it the next day.
Slavery.
Yes, Michael J. White. Oh, and the dude, like he said, I get the dude the slave that brought up the whole plot.
Yeah,
he's like, I am smart.
I gotta go watch this shit.
Everybody shit.
Oh,
I have to go watch it.
That was funny as hell.
All right, y'all. Oh my lord. All right, y'all. We will holler at y'all next time. Where's my 40 Acres Insecure reviews? Where's my 40acres.com. Leave reviews. Let people know what you think of our reviews. Let people know on iTunes. 5 stars and send in emails if you want to. Voicemails if you have to. 443-832-3494. Emails podcast at where's my 40acres.com. Till then, we'll see y'all next season, whenever the fuck that is. Peace.